live right now because I said
I'm
5
trying
minutes
my
early.
camera
I'm
while I
not even
finish
risking
eating.
it. Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hold on 1 second. I just wasn't. There's not a chance in hell I'm gonna be late to this thing. So,
You don't want to
a driver that drives for Uber and Lyft. Joe currently uses multiple phones to efficiently drive for Uber and Lyft. But this can be a pain at times and very unsafe. That was until Joe found Maximo, the rideshare app that automates Uber and Lyft ride requests. Maximo will use the filters set by Joe, like time, distance, and passenger rating, to determine which rides are best suited for Joe. When a ride request comes in, Joe doesn't need to worry. Maximo will automatically accept the ride request that matches his filters, and then turn off the app that isn't currently on a ride. Once Joe finishes the ride, Maximo will turn everything back on. This will allow Joe to focus more on his passengers and driving safe.
Well, midnight headlight, blinding on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down and making no time. I gotta keep on rolling. Those are windshield wipers slapping out the tempo, breaking from the rhythm with the song on the radio. I gotta keep on rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away.
hey, what's up, everybody? As you can see, I'm 3 minutes early. 3 minutes early. Let's make that a note. That's week 1, 3 minutes early. And that's not just an icon. I really did find Gary. I know he's been a little MIA. He's been busy with his work and with his family matters and things going on, and wife going back to Florida before him, and son going to the Navy, and I don't know. You got all kinds of stuff on your plate. He's got a birthday party today. He's got to be dropping off somebody at work a half hour before. He's call him Mr. Full Plate today, man.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah. But it's good to see you, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in like a long time.
It's been a week.
I know you've been busy.
You're very
Yeah,
needy.
I know.
You're like a woman, man.
I know. Not for many people, though. Just like there's some people that I miss in a week if I don't see them, man. You know?
No, it's crazy. Like this week, Amazon rolled out their new update to their app, and so then I had to
last week, right?
Well, yeah, last week, but I didn't get it in my market until this week.
Okay.
And so I couldn't actually update Flex Alert until I got it. So that was a whole update type thing. And then, of course, then Google, whenever I went to release it to Google, they rejected the first version because of new, I guess, authorization screens you have to do. Like you can't just have a small little thing on there that says, hey, this is what we're going to do. No, you have to have an in-depth screen saying these are the permissions I'm going to use. And then you have to have another screen that pops up that says, I agree or continue or something like that. And so I had to go in there and fix that. And I don't know, it's been a week.
So it's not, you mean Google Play isn't like it used to be. You can't just go drop something that doesn't work in it anymore.
Well, I mean, they're changing their like for special permission apps like mine that can, pretty much take over your whole phone. They want the user to be aware that our apps can do that. And so they don't want you to just be like, hey, here you go, enable these permissions. And so I know I shaved. My wife hates it.
Look at Roy.
I know. Roy, you're gonna watch either way.
Roy, we're gonna throw a dart every week and not tell anybody.
Yeah, we're just gonna random times.
So what's up, Lisa? How are you? Haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, Joe? Nice job with your live the other day. What's up, Roy? What's up, Jackie? What's up, Truth Warrior? What's up, Cynthia? How are you? Good morning, everybody. How are you? Yeah, we can either talk about so I got two starters. We can either talk about Top Dasher, or we can talk about Scientology.
Scientology.
The other night on the radio show, I called it the Tom Cruise Club.
Yeah, Tom Cruise Club.
Right, but I think I'm going to have some people knocking on my door and spying on me now, because that group is a crazy group of people, man.
You know what, though? So is everybody that debates Top Dasher.
Oh, I didn't know this, Roy. Why don't you fucking tell me, man? Sorry, effing. Why don't you effing tell me? I was doing one prior to you because you said 9. Oh, 9 your time. So yeah, actually, I think what I said was 9, or what would be 9:30 for you?
9:30, yeah. Which is
Because
10:30
I'm
your
starting
time.
at 10:30 my time, 11:30 for Gary, 12:30 Eastern.
No,
but
no,
Gary
we
has a
moved it
full
up.
day of stuff. And last week we had said we're going to try and go long, but I don't think this week we'll be able to. But next week, hopefully Gary can, because next week I do have the guest I was talking about. I don't want to give it away to them.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And it's going to be, and guys, it's going to be wild. Like, don't miss it, because I don't know when she's going to pop in. She said she's going to pop in for about 20 minutes. So we're going to have her for about 20 minutes at some point. And I just told her that we start, because she's in my time zone. I told her we start about 10:30. And so she's just going to pop in for 20 minutes within the first hour or two. So don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. We have 20 minutes to give her questions. And once we introduce her, you'll all feel comfortable asking her anything you want. Trust me. So sorry.
Now,
I don't know, Roy, what time you were.
I think we're actually
he was
shooting.
in the middle of a live. Sorry, bud.
Shooting
I didn't know.
What time are we shooting? We're shooting for what, noon your time or 11 your time? For our Sundays.
I mean, it can be 11. If Roy's doing a weekly morning one, I'm happy. You know me, I'm always happy to work around other creators. Right. I think it helps both of us if Roy ends his and I start mine. You know, if those coincide, or even if he runs over, I think it's always good to back them up to each other. I think those are great. It's not, I mean, it's fine because it happens. You can't do everything, but sometimes you might be live at the same time. But I always think it's better if, because I know Roy, we know Roy, if we know he's doing it, we can just back it up to his. That gets him some extra viewers. It gets me some extra viewers.
Right.
You know, it actually helps both of us. So yeah, if you're going to keep, if you're going to keep it up, Roy, and I don't know what time you're starting then, if you can put in there what time because that's early, man. I guess you're hitting the East Coast people, but for you, that's early too. No, I was doing one before.
Oh, so it's not, his isn't going to be weekly. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
not weekly?
He was just doing one to kill time before yours.
Oh.
So basically he started his and then you started yours shortly after.
Okay. But if you wanted to do one before us, if that's what he's trying to figure out, yes, Gary's right. Our target would be 11. I mean, right now we've been saying 12:30 Eastern. Or for me, 11, sorry.
Yeah. 11, 12, 1 Eastern. So
yeah. Right now it's like 12:30, but right, I know your weekly one's on Saturday, so cool, man. I just wanted to make sure because Roy, you have my phone number. Just if you're doing a live and it's going to be weekly, dude, just text me. And if I have one, well, I'll juggle around it too. I'll work with you always. You know that. Yeah. So Roy was I saw Roy I was on a live stream last night. I had to jump on Flex's channel. I hadn't been on Flex's in a minute anyway, and I had to jump on this. And Roy was in there, and Roy was showing this video about him just going off on this lady. I was like, you need to, Gary, would you not be interested in this if Roy did shorts of fake Tourette's?
Fake Tourette's? He has
so
real
like
Tourette's.
when he starts going off, go off 10 times harder. And for longer.
For longer.
You know, like when he catches it and he's like, oh crap, I'm going off on this person real bad. Go harder and say, sorry, I have Tourette's.
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, we all forget that's an option at all times. Nobody
Right.
can screw with you at that point.
Nobody can say nothing. You can just cuss everybody out. I already
Right.
told
Just make
everybody.
sure if you ever take it too far, go farther.
Right.
If you ever go too far and you're like, whoa, just go way farther and then say, I'm at the end, be like Tourette's and walk away.
Tourette's. Hey, let's abuse a real issue here just so you can cuss people out.
We used to do this thing. We used to do this thing called inverted Tourette's when we'd be drinking at the bar. You'd have to like yell something really positive, like, I love the way your hair looks tonight. Everything had to be positive though. You couldn't be a negative Tourette.
I don't think all Tourette's is just cussing though, is it?
I think it is.
No, I think
we actually were doing a little looking and investigate, man. But I don't think people say like sunshine, flowers, and beauty. They all seem to be like cotton balls.
Well, I mean, like for example, kids with Tourette's that might not know those words though. How are they going to say those words if they don't know those
I think
words?
it just comes with having Tourette's. You already have that language programmed. You come out of the womb swearing.
Well, because like some people that have Tourette's, they don't actually cuss though. Like I've seen them on TikTok. Is they don't cuss, but they scream out just random stuff.
But if you but you know what? Those are again, that's TikTok.
Ticks.
If you watch long
they're
enough,
they're called ticks, is what they're called.
Okay, because I've seen people who like fight it too. You've seen that a lot with Tourette's people. They're like, and then they will say something, but it's like just weird. But then as eventually they will get to swearing. And that might just come out of frustration. I'm not 100% sure.
Jackie, it's not the swearing that we worry about on the stream. It's if you're a monetized stream and you have a lot of cussing, then they might not want to monetize that video. So that's why we try and cut down the.
Plus, it's Sunday morning. We don't start that until the second hour.
Yeah. Which we don't have today.
We respect the morning.
No cussing.
Yeah, that'll be the rule. That when it comes noon, game on.
Hey, it's your monetization. So.
No, but I mean, yeah, I think here's the thing, guys. I mean, it's not even monetization. It's companies I work with and stuff. And as much as they don't like, they're not a part of this. If I ever am talking to them about things I do, I don't say I do. I mean, I might tell them I do it, but I never include Sunday Funday as an option to advertise on because it's not about gig work often. So I don't want to ever point this as one of the things that I'm going to do any kind of selling. And I don't want them ever watching this and then associating it with me, but I don't mind if they watch it and know that, oh, that's just everybody letting off some steam, because everybody I work with seems to understand that. But at the same time, I just try and keep my channel as clean as possible. Like if I do swear, which you guys have all heard me do, I always try and be like, oops, like Roy does it all the time. Roy swears loud and then he's like, oh man, whoops. But he's already let the whole sentence out. So it doesn't, somehow that I do think that oops covers a lot. I think that oops is like people recognize that. Okay. So yeah, I don't think we have a lot of people in here that care. I just don't want to.
I just try not to cuss in general.
I mean, that's been my thing too. Lisa's put a challenge out to me, the driven mom, Lisa. And I'm doing better than Tony so far, man. So Tony, you can suck it. Pick one and suck it. I guess that's the same as swearing to say pick one and suck it. But
like I said, I just in general try not to cuss a lot. That's just me.
I'm trying to get better. And Lisa's been like, because that's what she pointed out. She was like, when we ended one of the coffee in Colorado stream, she's like, you and Tony are like sailors. No pun intended to your son, Gary.
Yeah. Oh, he, you know what though? I've been working with him too a lot because that generation they really like to cuss a lot, and I'm like, why are you cussing at me? I was like, this doesn't even need to be in the sentence like at all.
No, my son's he's just getting to that age where I used to hear him swear at certain times, but now he'll open up a sentence with one. Yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, my son, he'll be like, you won't believe this effing. I'm like, you could just be like, you won't believe what happened. There's no need for it. And the
Yeah.
reason why I try that is because, if you're prone to cussing, then you don't care what you say to people. And certain positions, jobs, things like that, you have to watch your language, especially if you want to be in a corporate world or anything like that. So I try to, uh, you know, make my kids think about what they say before they say it. Every time you say,
So
Ramsey,
when I
yeah,
had
we could do this with
years
Steve.
ago, years ago, I put out on Facebook, I said, what is the most, it was really crazy, the results I got. I should take a screenshot of it because I still have the post up. It's from years ago though, but it's on Facebook, and I put up a post that said, what is the most offensive non-swear word to you? And I got the most interesting answers. I had like 72 answers from friends and stuff. And the one that had the most likes, because I said the most likes will win, and he didn't win anything. I just wanted to see who won in a week. Had like half of the people liked it. And the worst word winner was moist. And I would have never thought of it, but when I started
Not
saying
even
it
a
in that
cuss
term,
word.
I was like, oh, that is gross now. Now I feel gross.
That's real moist.
Um, what's up, Hannibal? How are you? Yeah.
Oh, happy belated birthday, Hannibal. By the way.
Oh crap. That was this weekend, huh?
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yes, I believe it was yesterday.
Or was it today?
No, I think it was yesterday.
Hannibal's your birthday today. Or was it yesterday? I'm so sorry, bro. Happy birthday.
Who
You
the better
share
friend
he
is.
shares a birthday with somebody too that we know, because I've seen them talking about it. There's somebody else we know well that shares a birthday with Hannibal.
Yeah, I forget who it was. It popped up yesterday for me too, and I was like, yeah, I don't even care for that person.
Oh, on
No,
I would have seen it. I don't get on I don't get on Facebook enough, dude. You just revealed that you didn't remember it.
I never said I remembered it. I just said happy belated birthday because, like I was gonna comment on his Facebook and everything, but all his family was commenting, and I didn't want to comment. So
why?
I don't know.
Feel like you can't do that?
Nah, just
like they'd all be like, "Who's this guy? What are you doing?"
Yeah. Like who's the white boy posting on your page?
Don't go there, dude. You've been gone for a week and some stuff has gone down. He's called, and I won't even say it. Hannibal, if you feel like you want to, put in there what you've been calling yourself, man. Jesus.
What's he been calling himself?
It ain't Uber Black, I'll tell you that. And it happened because of some other stuff we won't get into, but yeah, some trees were rocked this week, dude, and it actually backfired on somebody very heavily. Yeah.
All kinds. See what happens when I'm not around. All kinds of drama.
No, but I think it was more true colors showed.
Oh, wow.
And people, even people who were on the fence, have now understand, because there was a big coming together of everybody about this. But yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it started with a beef, but then it turned. Here's what I will tell you is that it turned into something with Tony, Lisa, and myself, and being targeted for. Here's all I'll say: somebody outright called us racists on 2 videos.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can probably guess who it is. But...
Yep, you sure can. And he called somebody else a racist, and right now everybody's a little heated because the racism is coming from that end, not this end.
For views.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know.
Yep, we know who it is. He who shall not be named. I'm about to come. Okay, way too much information. Like, are you mid-sit? Like he's like sitting and
he's hovering. He's hovering until he finishes the sentence. Can't finish till I get this sent.
Right. I wonder if he talks to the toilet seat like, "Here I come." Like, ah.
None of us want that picture. None of us want that picture.
No, Gary is not shy at all. It's just morning.
Well, I think he was talking about with me not posting on Hannibal stuff.
Oh. He's pulling down his drawers. Oh, his drawers. His drawers. But yeah, so dude, I really am. Hopefully next week you have some time where we can be on.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything going next week. I got, like I said, I got the card thing situated now, so my son can get around. So I don't have to worry about taking him back and forth to the gym all the time. And I mean, I'll still go to the gym
with him too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm gonna go with him too. But like we was trying to go, 5 days a week, and that's a lot for me because like I'd have to take him we'd have to go to the gym, which is 20 minutes away. We'd work out for 2 hours, and I'd have to bring him 20 minutes back. And then I'd have to drive again 20 minutes back that way because that's the zone I like to work. So there's a lot of back and forth. At least this way I can be like, well, let's go to the gym, and then he can drive home himself after that, and I can just go right to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a car is probably a must. I can only imagine where you are because I know that when I was supposed to come through and everything happened with my car, but when I was going to podcast convention in Dallas and I was going to go through, you weren't exactly in town, so I can only imagine in Oklahoma what being out of the city a little bit does.
Yeah, I'm right on the outskirts of it.
Right, so, but I mean for him without a car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For him without a car, it's not like he can walk anywhere. I mean, he could walk up to the store that's on the corner, but that's it. He can't walk anywhere else. He can't ride a bike. If you rode a bike, man, you'd be like 10 miles before you reach anywhere.
So, man, that's, my son does like 7 miles to school and 7 miles back every day. Like, that's great for them, dude.
It's a long bike ride, man. You need to get that kid a car.
Well, I bought him a 21 speed rock hopper. That thing, he can get there as fast as I can driving him with stoplights. Mm. And even though it's that many miles, there's cut throughs, there's ways that he never has to stop. He can keep that speed up.
Have you ever tried riding a bike like, I don't know, 20 miles?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Dude, I've done it in the mountains. We go mountain biking, man.
Now that's a little different than like road biking, because mountain biking, you're standing up a lot. You're not sitting down the whole time. I'm saying sitting down.
Mountain biking kills you.
Yeah, I'm saying physically it does, but I'm saying, have you tried to ride a road bike? Like it's hard on your ass. It really is. Like,
well, if you're not doing mountain biking, dude, I suggest to get one of those super fat tire bikes that they make these days that have the plush seats instead of being uncomfortable and all that are like single speed or whatever even. Those are pretty awesome, to be honest.
I don't know. The first time I ever, I don't know if I told you the story. The first time I ever rode 10 miles on a bicycle. I ride real motorcycles. So my best friend at the time, he came in, he goes, "Hey, you want to go ride bikes around the lake?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I do." I'm thinking motorcycle bikes, got throw on my gear and everything, came down the stairs, and he's like, "What the hell are you wearing?" "We're going to ride bikes." He goes, "No, bicycles." I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking in my head at the time, I'm like, okay, well, it's like, 10-minute drive around the lake on our motorcycles. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It was the worst 10 miles I have ever pedaled in my life. Like the worst. Like I didn't even get a road bike because he had a road bike and he had a mountain bike. So I got the mountain bike for trails. It was terrible. It only had like 3 speeds. Like, it was horrible. Wind blown into me. I was about to die halfway through this thing.
Did you take the assless chaps off first?
Yeah, I did.
You're like, wait, we're not going motorcycling?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to take off the leathers and everything. It sucked. But I mean, like I did get into riding bicycles after that because I was like, man, that's ridiculous. I can't ride a bicycle.
Wait.
But even then I rode, but like my longest ride was 30 miles and like on a bicycle. And it was terrible by the time I was cramping up, had to eat pickles and bananas and like it was terrible. But and
he eat pickles.
Yeah.
You're like, I'd eat
For the
pickles and
cramping.
bananas. The thing sucked.
Yeah. Well, the riding a bike sucked for that long. Because like we started in Oklahoma City and we rode all the way out almost to like Piedmont, or not Piedmont, but El Reno. So it's a long distance, and it's all back roads too. It was horrible, but at the same time, you look back on it, he's like, I rode 30 miles. Now I don't know, like he rode 100 miles on his bike. He did this thing called Hotter Than Hell.
Hi, Lisa.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about that.
Well, here's what I was actually looking at. I got to bring this up because before it gets out of our range. So when Roy says this, he's saying this about this question from Aaron. So wait a minute, Roy. Haven't you always been against people live streaming while driving? You have.
Well, he says no live. He says he's not
today,
doing live, though.
Yet. Doesn't yet mean that in another time he will be doing it? Or do I not know what the word yet means?
Roy has brought this up like 3 or 4 times now. He really wants to talk about this.
But then, man, Roy, I swear, man, you're killing our brains. You come on here and you're like, you guys are talking about work. It's like, and then we stop, and then you're like, why aren't we talking about work? It's like, dude, oh, we love you, Roy.
Let's talk about okra.
Yeah.
Hey, every time I have okra now, I send Steve a picture of it. Like, hey, look.
What I'd really rather have is I'd like Gary to make a video or two on making some of the food he puts on Instagram, some of these keto recipes, or how to do them for cheap. Because one thing with keto, man, I can't find nothing for cheap.
It's not cheap.
Well, cheap. I mean, I'm sure it's cheap, but just like cooking, it's cheaper when you do it correctly with the right things instead of going out and buying keto meals. That's what I'm talking about. Like those things are like 3 times the price of.
Oh yeah, keto meals. You're paying for the name brand stuff,
right? And you're paying for. I mean, it'll be right next to non-keto, but it's triple the price, quadruple the price.
Well, I mean, like example, my keto bread is $6. That's how much my keto bread is. Compare that to a normal loaf, and it's smaller and less slices. So compare that to.
But dude, honestly, my just normal bread that my son. Well, I was just gonna say the normal $1.09. I was just gonna say the exact same thing. The normal $1.99 loaf of bread that my son and I would get, it's about $3.50, $4 now.
No, I can still find like regular bread for $1.99 at Walmart. And
I could too. It's called Wonder, and it's stepped on the bottom of the shelf. but if I want something decent, then go up the shelf a little bit. Yeah, there's always a couple brands for that, but I'm just saying, like, the brand we eat has gone up $1.50 from $2 to $3 or $3.50. So, but I just wanted to know, like, because I'm sure you don't go buy all the. I know you don't. I know you don't go buy the keto meals. I know you make this stuff.
I don't. I do. I make. I mean, aside from the bread products, I make all the other keto stuff.
Right. So, and I'm sure that you do it in the best financial way you can anyway. Like if you're making something, I'm sure you make extra so that you can buy bigger amounts and keep the leftovers, whatever. But that's what I need. That's what I need to understand.
It depends on what I'm making, but like there's a lot of keto stuff I don't make. Like I don't make keto spaghetti because it's terrible. It's awful. I don't like squash, and I don't like fake noodles. So, like spaghetti is one thing I don't eat.
But I see you do a lot of different keto
Yeah, I do
foods.
pizza.
Though.
Yeah, I do pizza, chili dogs, Philly
You've done the burgers,
cheesesteaks, and I do burgers. Yeah, I do.
So
a
like,
lot
how
of that
much when
stuff.
you do the burgers? How much are the burgers, and how many do you make?
Well, I can actually make a burger at a time because it's just hamburger.
No, I meant
meat.
like how much do you buy to make whatever you need to do it to make it affordable?
I mean, I buy a big box of the burgers, so that's like, I think it's like what, $10-12, and there's a shit ton of burgers in there. And that's the ones I do for me personally. But then everything else is pretty cheap. You got sliced cheese and lettuce wrap. If you're doing a lettuce wrap, head of lettuce is what, $1.
Yeah.
And out of a head of lettuce, you can get a lot of burgers. So,
yeah, I guess depends on even today. It depends on the lettuce you buy. I mean, that's just like iceberg there.
Yeah.
Like if you want like a romaine or something, it's gonna be a little more.
No, I just do iceberg. I mean, it's relatively cheap. Yeah.
I know, but it seems like since you're eating good, you might as well eat a little better than iceberg.
No, I mean, lettuce is, first of all, I hate lettuce, period. Lettuce sucks. Like, I hate lettuce all around.
That's why somebody was a genius and created dressing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine who is the first guy who invented dressing? I bet he has like $10 because it was so back in the past. But he should be a cajillionaire because you're right. Lettuce sucks, dude. Like, and he made this thing not suck. He's like, you just take this and dump it on it.
The Babylonians used oil and vinegar. So the Babylonians used oil and vinegar over 2,000 years ago. It looks like French made theirs about 200 years ago.
My Omer government internet, I think it wants a switch. I'm going to wait one more second, but if I get one more little government internet interruption, it might just be the NSA at this point. I might have good internet. It might just be the NSA plopping in.
Checking on you.
Yeah.
Scanning your PC.
Yeah, like I've just said too much stuff. I'm pissing them off, but whatever. Like if I'm the fish you guys want to fry, man, are you dumber than I thought? Like, so many other people to go after.
The ancient Greeks and Romans were the first people to make a salad.
I guess we probably should have known that. I mean, otherwise the Greek salad probably wouldn't have its like so predominant. You don't ever hear about like, other Greek foods like, dude, everywhere you go that has some sandwiches like, would you like to try our falafel? Like that's never Wait, is falafel Greek or Middle Eastern?
I don't know. Google it.
Well, this is a learning time. It's Sunday church, dude.
You said Greek or Middle Eastern?
Hey, Rodney, what's up?
Yeah.
I would guess Egyptian or
Middle Eastern. It says generally Middle Eastern because it originated in Egypt.
Wait, what is this? What did he say?
Who, Roy?
Yeah.
Also telling people smoking meat all day can be construed as something else. Oh, they're talking about this coming up here.
What's up, Nova? I didn't see you sneak in. How you doing?
Yeah, he's talking about that comment there. And
Joe's from Michigan. I'm sure a lot of people smoke their meats, but in Michigan, it's pretty common for like at least half of the population smokes their meat. Or not every time we do it, but I mean, like we all have, like it's pretty crazy. Most people have smokers, big ones, and like they'll smoke. My cousin every year smoker. When I was there, he used to smoke a pig, an entire pig.
Look, the driven mom was quicker than I was. She already knew that useless fact.
See, Oh, see, I said Egypt too.
That's what we strive for, is knowing a lot of useless facts here. Yeah, I think a pellet smoker is probably one of the best smokers I've ever earned or had. Used.
Yep, they do smoke in Michigan. I'm not talking about meat. Hey, man, don't diss on the state. That's the state's largest crop agricultural output is marijuana. So don't, even before it was legal, that was still the number one crop. Everybody north of Lansing, Grand Rapids, and Detroit, there's always a farm. So don't go rolling up on people's farmhouses because you're going to get shot. If you get lost in the northern part of Michigan, do not ask people, do not go to somebody's house looking for directions. You will get shot. Because we have a place, we have a hunting cabin up there. I know how everybody is.
Potatoes are actually their number one crop.
Even if they're not doing it, they all keep to themselves, and they don't like, if they're like person. Yeah, but Jackie, you're still in what I call the Detroit, Lansing, Grand Rapids curve. You're in the lower, not Upper Peninsula, but you're in the lower half of the mitten. I guess that's how I'd say it. Oh, Gary, I don't know if you saw this, but there's, dude. So, in the states where the gig companies are fighting legislation, like they did Prop 22, where they all just kind of threw in and did this as a joint thing. They've now formed an association where they're actually called it, so people can refer to Lyft, Uber, Instacart, all these as one thing. It's called the Flex Association. I'm not kidding, dude. I thought it was so funny. It's like, it's in the news and everything, dude. It's like, the Flex Association. Every time I was mentioning it, I was like, yeah, this is awesome for Mr. Flex. He's probably
Mr. Flex, yeah, right. He needs to tag those keywords in his videos.
Yeah, I honestly, Flex, put it hashtag Flex Association is your first one on every video.
Every video, and everybody can come check you out.
Yeah, because people are going to see this news everywhere. They're gonna search it in YouTube, and you're Mr. Flex. And if you put that, you're probably going to get it. I don't know. I would think you'd get a lot, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the name doesn't matter at all. I don't know. Yeah, I was in there too. That's what we were talking about before you came in. Oh yeah. So Tony is gone. I don't know if you Gary, you probably don't know, but Tony took a passenger who didn't want to fly from Denver to Virginia for $3,000.
Wow.
Last night when I last heard from him, he was like 3 hours out. He was going to Roanoke or whatever it is. Is that it, saying it right? I don't know.
Roanoke.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's Ronoake, maybe.
How many miles that is?
Well, but so last night he had us in the ear. He was in Flex's room and he had the passenger in the back. Dude, it was just weird. I'm like, there was a point you could hear him talking to the passenger, and the passenger was saying something, but he couldn't hear it. And he's like, well, no, I got to charge the whole car. So the guy must have been saying, like, can we go? And he was at a charging station. Oh,
he's at a charging station? Yeah.
But he was I was like, how far are you? He's like, I'm only 3 hours out. I was like, damn, he made that quick.
He's getting $1.94 a mile. So that's pretty good.
But Are you talking about for one way?
No, that's round trip.
You did the miles both ways. Okay.
Oh no. Okay, he's getting $1. I'm saying that is one way. So he's getting $1 round trip. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Right. Still worth it, dude. I mean, because it's electric. I don't know if it was gas, you might have to do some different math.
Kind of worth it to him if he can do it in like 3 days. There and back.
He also he was like self-driving.
Yeah, that's
because he was texting. I'm just like, dude, this is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what my car, long road trips, especially highways, since it does have that self-driving as well. It's like I'm not fatigued like a regular driver would be, so I can easily drive for 20 hours.
It's too bad. See, this is where full autonomous might be cool, because those kind of rides would be sweet if you could just say, just get in the car.
And he'll take you there.
And then have the car come back. Give me $3,000. Get in. Bye.
Yeah, the only bad thing is he won't be able to pick up anybody on the way back, but it'll probably be quicker for him to get back as well.
What's up, Holly?
Hi, Holly.
And what's up, Flex? Were your ears ringing, or did you hear what we were saying? Because we just talked about something that relates to you a little bit. It was pretty cool, man.
What was it? Flex?
So, Flex, if you didn't know, like the group that fought all the companies, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, Instacart, all of those that came together to form the $208 million of money in Prop 22 to fight AB 5 in California. To fight the other states, they've now formed a group so they don't have to be known as all these entities getting in, and they can I think it's to kind of cover up who is behind it, even though it doesn't really. But they formed a group, and it's called the Flex Association. So Gary and I said, put hashtag Flex Association there. Brian Kern just put it in.
Except for spell it right.
Yeah. But put hashtag Flex Association into your videos, and you'll probably get a ton of hits for the next few weeks.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, because
I would hashtag that
right
in the start of every video. I just hashtag that.
Yeah,
as the title.
Just put it in all your videos, man.
Yeah,
should get like another 1,000 followers in the next week because it's in every newspaper.
No, Roy, we wasn't. We was talking about Tony. Maybe you shouldn't leave, Roy. That's your problem.
I don't think he did leave. Because he had dude, I hate to get into it, but he had the phone in the toilet with him because he was mid-sit. We already know that.
Here, I'm gonna let people join.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, man.
I'm gonna cuss out Roy. Get in here.
Get in. Roy, damn it.
Not while you're on the shitter, though.
Well, that better be done. Roy, don't drop the phone in the toilet. Oh, man. You guys have no idea how much fun this guest is going to be. And I'm not going to give it away. I kind of want to hint to it, but I just don't, because you guys are going to love this. And those of you who have watched past ones, a couple times we've alluded to something we'll be talking about with this person. It's just going to be awesome. And her history and stuff. It's going to be so awesome. But yeah, so don't miss it. Also, wait, while we're waiting for Roy to get off the toilet, so tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing an interview with Stephanie Vigil, who's running for the Colorado House of Representatives seat, and she's a gig worker. So for the first 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to talk about her platform, because I don't see eye to eye with her politics. I did find some things I agree with, absolutely, but I'm very interested to see what her take is on what she would do for the gig economy, because she would be the first gig worker in a state Senate or House of Representatives here in Colorado. And I still put the challenge out. I believe anywhere in the country, there's not a state that has a representative who came from a gig worker. So.
Now, do you think that's a good idea? I thought you were against like regulations and stuff. Now you got a gig worker
To
that's
do-
going to have a boss. Do you think that's a good idea? I thought you guys were against regulations. Now you're going to have a representative that makes laws and shit that
For
used to be a
gig
gig worker. That's not a good thing.
Right? No. She's a full-time gig worker. And Roy,
Well, that's what I'm
I always
saying.
have everybody on. You know this. I'm the person who
No, but
likes
that's
to
what
have
I'm
them on.
saying. I don't find that being a good thing. If you guys are against
Right.
regulations, now you got a gig worker that has the potential to force regulations on you.
Well,
He's
that's
asking-
why I want to have her on.
No, he's asking you if you think it's a good thing to have her in the office, though. Like your personal opinion on it.
Oh no, well, like I already said, maybe you missed it when you're coming in, Roy. I've been to her website, and it's no offense to her, but her and I don't see eye to eye on our politics anyway. So it's just more of an interesting fact for me. I'm very curious to know somebody who's been a gig worker, what they're gonna do, what their idea is anyway. I'm not like, even if she doesn't win, what is her idea for the gig economy if she does win? You know, because that's a big part of her thing, is she has some plans for it. I want to hear them. I want to hear what a politician who's very close to winning her area thinks and what she would do.
Right. See, now I think it could be a good thing, depending on what they want to pass. Because if one of the laws they want to pass is just transparency across the board, that's a good thing. You know,
The only thing I know for sure about her from so I normally don't, but I had a 5-minute conversation with her because she's a politician. I had a 5-minute conversation with her, and she started getting into things, and I was like, wait, stop. This is the stuff I'll want to talk about. So let's not this. I normally wouldn't even do this, but I did learn from her that here's what she said. She said, I'm pro worker, but I'm not pro union. I said, fair enough. Let's stop it there and let's talk about it Monday.
What was I going to say?
So
that transparency crap. That shit's old, man. Yeah.
No, I mean that's the only thing I can see that would even, like, I would even want to see any other thing that they're going to try and pass. I can care less for. I don't care for a minimum wage. I don't care for any of that crap. The only thing that I would ever want to see passed is just minimum wage, or not minimum wage, but transparency. Show me everything about the trip, and then let me make my decisions. That's the only thing I care about.
Yeah.
Well, that's
right, because then
you have no control. We've already discussed this. So
right, but Roy, with at least here's the thing with the full transparency, this is big, because with the full transparency, you might, you know what, Uber, let's even make it ridiculous. Let's say Uber's charging 100 times what they're showing you to the customer, 100 times. It's not even gonna be close, but let's say 100. But if they're showing me this offer, that's up to me. Do I want that or not? You know, I don't need to know anymore. What are you making? What's my cut? How does this work? It's like, here's what you're paid. Here's where you're going, all the details, everything. So if I can have that, I can't ask for anything more, because if the offers then suck and I can't make money, I got nobody to complain to.
Yep. That's why I say,
who am I going to complain to? Me? Because I can look at an offer and go, well, that was dumb of me to take it, but I can't get on YouTube and complain about it if I take it.
Hey, look, he found some Mountain Dew.
Oh shit! I went and got my Mountain Dew at 6 o'clock this morning. I was out
as the truck's rolling in.
I was out at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh shit, I'm out.
Well, I remember you said that there was a hard time getting it. You switched to something else for a bit. That's what I was saying. Like,
Mountain Dew shortage.
There's a shortage.
I was stuck drinking that nasty ass Diet Coke. It's gross.
You should just contact Pepsi and see if they could make a drop at your house once a week or once a month.
You know? They probably would too.
I know, dude. Just set up an account, man.
No, I'm just trying to start some new. I'm trying to start some new drama. About the whole getting rid of the fucking programs on DoorDash. I'm trying to start a new thing.
Oh, I can care less about the programs. You know, I do me, and like everybody else does them, and I can care less. Like I've never yet seen a program roll out that I can't make money because it's there.
But I
Well,
was I just don't think I don't think there should be any special programs. I think if you're allowed to be on the app and deliver, anything goes. It shouldn't be there
yeah,
shouldn't be specifics for anybody.
Well, they
right.
do them programs though to get people to take the lower paying offers.
But full transparency, you can then take away all the games. We don't need bells, whistles, and spinning
Yeah, but
wheels and
well,
flags and
the large order program, for example, you don't have to take small orders. You don't have to. So you're not forced. Top Dasher, I guess
Right.
you're forced, but
well, like right now, Joe, Let's Play DoorDash is in here, and he earlier it was way up, but he said he goes, I'm entering my hell days. Like right now is where his acceptance rates at whatever it is. I'm gonna guess, Joe, like 15%, and he has to raise it back up to what, above
70.
70.
above 70 before what?
Well, he has like 4 or
What's the
5 days, don't he?
And
Is it the
Yeah.
last day of the month,
last
or is
day of
it
the month. Last day of the
okay?
month.
So yeah, so he has 5 days. Well,
Yeah.
today, yeah.
And here's the thing: if you're not going for Top Dasher, these last 5 days is probably the best time to cherry pick because the Top Dashers have to take it.
Good
Just
point.
FYI. Just
Good
FYI.
point. Good point.
So Flex put in Flex Association, and Brian said it took him right to his stream.
Did it? Well, no, that's because he clicked on his name, not the hashtag. But like, if I go
Oh,
in here and
well, I was
hashtag,
saying,
like,
mate, because they might not be using the hashtag yet. Flex might be the only one using it, but it's out in the news.
let me see. Okay, yeah. Whenever I typed in hashtag Flex Association, and the first one that shows up is his live right now. But
See?
underneath, because he's live, but underneath that, he is not the first one that shows up.
But he's always live, so he'll always show
Right.
up first.
That's what I'm saying. Just start. Make sure you hashtag that all the time.
Right, because anybody reading these articles will go in there and,
Oh, they actually created a YouTube channel for that.
Oh
too.
God, here comes troublemaker now.
Yeah. No cap, Roy. No cap. God damn it. No cap.
No, you aren't.
Dude, if you're not going for the Top Dasher, you should be going for the large order program. You should be calling these momos and telling them, like, yo, get me on the large organic potato program, bro. I need that large organic potato.
I don't believe there should be. I don't believe there should be any program special to anybody. I think it should.
Well, there
free
shouldn't be, but they broke it down to where they want it to be like little categories, and they want you to go through the steps to acquire those programs. But they don't give it to you automatically once you acquire them. That's why you have to call for it.
Well,
And some people say it's cheating and blah 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 and this and that, but they'll never send it to you because you have to call them and tell them like, hello, my account is meeting the requirements. Like, you guys need to look over it, take a look at it, and send me the email.
But what I'm saying is there should be no requirement for anybody to be on any program. It should be open to everybody.
Yes, that's how it used to be. That's how it used to be like 2 years ago before they introduced any of these large order programs. It used to be everything for everybody. Order comes in, you take it or you go.
Well, no, large order program is completely different though, because like, do you want somebody doing a large order that doesn't have a catering bag? Probably not. So they at least have to have some type of stipulations. Like, you must have.
Well, that's something you can weed out along the way. That's something you can weed out along the way.
But I mean, realistically,
Steve, I'll come in from my other phone.
Top dash, or not Top Dasher, but large order programs, the easiest one to get in, because it, like, the stats on it don't require, you got to do 100 deliveries a month. That's it. The rest
there should be no stipulations. There should be no stipulations on it. Because you're telling me that you can take a large order and I can't?
Yeah, why not?
Why? Why should you be able to take a large order and I can't?
Because I have catering bags.
So do I.
But whoa. Even if you don't, we had a comment that said, I can't remember who it was, and it's somebody I know, said that they have never once, when asked to take a picture of their catering bag, have ever done it. They've used a Taco Bell sauce packet since the beginning For every time it says take a picture of your catering bag, he takes a picture of a Taco Bell hot sauce packet.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna. There's no way for them to go through all them photos. I do know that they do random checks because I took a picture of my empty trunk one time, and then they took me off the program.
Really?
Because I didn't have my catering bag on me. I just did.
That's what I'm saying. Me being a part-time dasher, I should still have access to large orders. Just because I'm a part-time dasher doesn't mean I shouldn't be allowed to have large orders. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
I have the same equipment. I have the same equipment you guys have.
Well, here's the thing, though, is they don't like. I've only seen them remove like a handful of people once you get into the program. Like once you get in it, as far as I know, you're always in it. They say you must maintain that 100 per month, but I've never actually seen them remove a whole lot of people. You know, smaller markets probably.
I don't think you get removed automatically. I think they manually have to remove you because my buddy Jay, he does not do 100 deliveries a month. He's
Right.
like just takes like 2-3 deliveries a day, makes his like 100 and $150, and he goes home. But that's not gonna equal out 100 deliveries a month. He doesn't do 100 deliveries a month, but he's still
That's
on
what
a
I said. Just do 100. Make sure you have 200 lifetime. Make sure you do your 100 for the first time. Get in it. Then why are you complaining, Roy?
I can't because they wiped. I told you they wiped out my whole fucking account. I don't have any lifetime deliveries other than the 15 I've done. They wiped out my account.
Yeah, no, you just gotta go, just redo it again. That's all it is.
Get 200 lifetime deliveries. Now, see, here's the thing though. Like if they let some new person, say 15 deliveries, do large orders, and they don't know how to do large orders, there's gonna be a lot of issues.
But
what do you mean they don't know how to do a large order? Like what's?
But wait a minute. We have a problem here because
what's the difference picking up a $30 order or a $100 order?
Well, my large orders, you have to set them up and take a picture.
Here's another problem in that though. What they're selecting some to be employees. Then you have to know all this. You have to. Now it's not open to independent contractors.
It is. Yeah. Why do you guys even try and compare that? If you work for the government as an independent contractor, you have to go get all kinds of certifications. You're still not an employee.
And if there's all these stipulations on order to be on certain programs, how do you have any control over your app?
Well, you have control whether you go online or what you.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But everybody says they have all this control over the app, that the app doesn't control them. Well, this is a perfect example.
They have control. They have control of declining orders. That's the control they're talking about.
Right.
Like if they want to take an order, that's what we're talking about. That's the concept.
Well, okay, here, Roy. Even if you own the business, even if you personally own DoorDash, you still have no control over the orders.
Sure, you do. You fire the ones you don't want.
You don't know whenever customers are going to order.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's not what I'm talking about.
It's the same thing.
No, that's not what we're talking about. You know, the people that think they have all the control over the app, that they say the app doesn't control them. They say this shit all the time. Come on, they say it all the time. Oh no, the app doesn't control me.
Well, the app doesn't control my left arm. It doesn't control my right arm.
Yeah, like what control are you talking about?
I have to push the button.
The control on how much. See, DoorDash is controlling how much money I can make because I am not in that special program that they have you in right now, right? Should I not be able to make the same amount of money? Should I not be allowed to be making the same amount of money as you? But because they're this special program, they're dictating how much money I can make.
If you want to look at it that way, then they're regulating on how much you can make because you're not seeing those $100 subtotals. But once you enroll into that program, you're going to be seeing
how else would you look at it then? Like if they're controlling my ability to make more money, then yes, they're controlling me.
But look at what Joe said here. So this is Joe who does it part-time, is in the top dashers, but regardless, he's had the large order from the beginning. Like, I think that means no matter what he does in a month or whatever happens or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. I've only been removed one time from large order program, and I had to call him and say, "What the hell?"
He's a top dasher. He has like a gazillion fucking orders he takes. You know.
Well, he has over 200
I'm talking about the
lifetime.
people. I'm talking about the people that don't do it on a regular basis. They should still have access to those programs.
That's the thing. They're trying to separate lazy people from working people, most likely, right?
Oh,
Like
that's
if you
bull.
really
Don't say
work,
that. Don't
why
say that. No,
That's
you
what they're
can't say
looking
I'm
at, probably.
lazy.
I'm not saying you're
I'm a
lazy.
part.
I'm just making an example. I'm just making
No,
maybe not
that's
lazy.
not true. That's not true. I only have so much time during the week that I can do it. That doesn't make me lazy. That doesn't mean
So
I
you're
shouldn't have access to the orders.
You're a part-time.
Yeah.
So
And
then they're giving a program to the people that maybe ride around for 6 to 8 hours.
but that's not their. They shouldn't do that. That's controlling. That's controlling me, and they shouldn't be controlling me like that.
No,
I mean, Joe's a
that's the way they
part-timer. He
set up
says
the
here he
ship,
took a
and
month off, never lost the program.
What else? Like Roy, I think Roy's arguing that at 15 deliveries,
Right.
he should still be able to get large orders.
Exactly.
I think Roy's even arguing it at
Then
the
when
first
they're-
time
when they're-
turning
when
it
they're
off
sticking a
on, it
schedule-
should be. Your first order could be. Is what
Exactly.
Roy's saying.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. If
Hold
you're
on,
allowed
when
to be,
they're
if
sticking
you're
a
allowed
schedule,
to be
it's
on,
control.
if you're allowed to be on my app making deliveries, then you should be able to get all deliveries. There shouldn't be no stipulations.
To be honest, I don't know. I don't even know why you need to call in, get an invite, and all this stuff. I don't know. I gotta say, I'm kind of on the side with Roy here that that part should
you're
just be
having to beg.
abolished.
You're
That should
having
just
to
be in
beg
the mix.
DoorDash. Yeah, you're having to beg DoorDash to make more money. That's what you're doing.
It just
I didn't
seems
have
like
to
it's like the acceptance rating. The acceptance rating doesn't matter. We all know this now. But when you first sign on to DoorDash, you still in your head think it matters. You think this matters. This must matter, or they wouldn't put this metric in here. You know, it's. I also get what they're doing, but I feel like they're playing both sides of it.
Yeah.
You know.
There's another way to control us. That's it.
Just like that cigarette company controls you, Roy.
Yeah, exactly right. And the Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
So he's
Mountain Dew.
brainwashed. He's part of a cult.
Hey, we keep proving it. Every time we talk about somebody, they show up. Hey, Flex. Look who showed up.
What do we got? Why should a company
Yeah, what up, Jack? Trust you with their large order. If you don't have
Why shouldn't they? Why should they not trust you? They trusted you enough to put you on their platform, so why shouldn't they trust you?
Exactly.
So that's
Again, remember when they started the company, it wasn't like that. It's just every month, every year, they're improving. Right? They're improving their application. So that's what it is, though. They're just improving their app. You know, they want more knowledgeable people.
But you say they're improving their app.
Yeah, they do. They do. That's why they introduced
they're improving the app, delete certain people from being able to make certain amounts of money. That's not fair. That's not fair, is it?
I don't know.
I
don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying that they're improving their app. They're putting in their fucking two-factor authentication.
My question would be, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Slowly, they're improving their app.
That's not improving nothing. How does that improve the app?
You're cutting. Yeah, he's cutting out really bad.
How does that improve? How does that improve the app?
Muted.
Allowing you to do stuff that I can't do. How does that improve the app?
I don't think we heard what he said about improving the app.
Flex, you sound like a robot, man. And then I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
with your mic.
Steve don't like that
It's cutting
autonomous sounding stuff. So
yeah.
But no.
We all need
Not Roy. I get where you're coming from, but you know, at the same time, it's like an unwinnable debate. You know, like it's a no-win because you're always going to have people that say, "Well, I should get priority," on large orders because I have the experience. And then, you got people that say, well, I should be able to earn the same amount.
Well, but then there's top dashers
Once
who
my
think that's something too.
Well, I mean, like lately, like this week, I've been seeing a lot. Like they got that new pilot program rolled out where you're guaranteed high priority orders that they consider a $3 1 mile a high priority order because it pays more than $2. Like,
right. Yeah.
Well,
that's definitely not high paying to me.
That's just manipulation right there, making you think shit.
Well, yeah, every one of these companies has somebody that works at a casino.
Yeah, they try to manipulate you in each and every way to try to take these offers.
Right.
But I'm just saying,
there's always
everybody here would do the
they're
same
going to
thing.
try to
Though.
do something.
Like everybody here would do the exact same thing. I don't care what they say. If you own a business, you have customers, you got to get their product out to them. You're going to find the best solution to do that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that DoorDash is a business. They're going to look out for them. You're sort of a business, so you should look out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the new debate. I can guarantee you. Watch. That's gonna be the new.
Roy started drama.
So Roy, join in. You won't be at work yet. It's 4 p.m. Eastern. It's 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. Join in and let's ask this lady what she's thinking. Man.
Yeah. I'll think. You know me, bro. I come with some good questions. I have no problem.
I know, and that's my point. Is like after I introduce her on her platform, I'm very interested to see what she's thinking because if other gig workers or things are thinking about running, this is going to be interesting to see what a gig worker's political mind looks like.
Yeah, and while you have a chance, because it is public knowledge, check to see if there's any gig apps or any of these app companies that have sponsored or given her money towards her campaign.
Yeah, I don't think I looked through her website and I know it wouldn't be necessarily on there, but
well, no, it won't be on there, but it is public. It should be public information. You can look up her campaign, like funding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to see.
Her and I don't align fully on views either on everything, so it's going to be interesting anyway.
I'll do it. My first question. I'll be like, do you support Trump? That'll be my first question. No, I'm joking.
She's the polar. Here's how when I was introduced to her. The person said this to me, and I always have to say this is nothing of my views, but they said, hey, this person is pretty far left, but they have some random far right thoughts, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's
what the hell do you mean, man?
No, once you go left, you don't go back. Okay. Once a politician has gone left, they stay left. That's fucking right. Because that's contradicting your fucking self. You can't say I'm leftist here and then I'm rightist here. That's
why we're going to talk about it. That's why. I mean, like, her website is Stephanie. I think it's stephanievigil.com.
I'll look it up. I'll go through it. I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's
that'll give me a little research to do while I'm doing nothing else. Probably while I'm out sitting there waiting on to buy $6 orders. But
and the Vigil.
So we'll see. It'll be interesting. But yeah, that should be the new talking. I'm trying to get off the whole Top Dasher and shit. So I'm trying to bring up a new subject so everybody else can talk about that for a couple weeks.
Yeah, well, I just put it in there. I hope that's right.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah, StephanieVigil.com for Colorado House.
Yeah.
So we'll.
I should run for something.
That's what your campaign should be too. I'm running for something.
I'm running for something.
Yeah,
what do you want me to run for?
Gary Middleton for president.
No, just say Gary Middleton for blank and say, what do you think it should be?
Yeah. Let's run for something. Let's change some shit.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a movie. It was like one of Richard Pryor's last movies. It was he inherited a bunch of money and he had to spend all the money within a given time, like every dime of it, and it was millions and millions of dollars. And every time he was throwing money at like what he thought was bad investments, it was like coming out the other way and making him tons more. So he kept acquiring more and more and more. And then by the end, he realizes the only way he can funnel all the money out is by being a politician. But then he realizes he might win because he makes his whole stance on like basically everything that people would want. And everybody's like now going for him. So he has to change the whole political thing to don't vote for me. Make sure to vote for none of the above.
But yeah, so So
yes, Corey put it in there. It's called Brewster's Millions.
Yeah, I'm looking at her website here under her endorsements and organizations. But
I would, from the
I don't
short
see
conversation I had and from the person who introduced us, I'd be very surprised if she had any endorsement from any.
Yeah, I don't see any from any gig app on here.
Yeah, right, Corey? It is a great movie. I don't know why I just thought of it. I haven't thought of that movie in forever either. Like that, if you guys haven't seen that movie, and you know, if you're a comedy fan like Richard Pryor and stuff.
But what does it say? Why is she running? What is she? What
hold
is
on,
her?
Hold on, I'll tell you right here. It says that her top 3 issues are climate and energy, education, and housing.
Yeah, climate right there. That kills me right there. I'll be like, keep going. Like, come on, man. The climate change garbage.
Well, it's not garbage, but at the same time, we can't throw every dime into it.
Well, yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, really.
Right.
I mean, she has a lot more on her website here too.
Yeah.
Like she
yeah.
has,
Well, I can tell you right now, she would lose just on her first running point is the reason she should lose.
Well, here's something to know about this woman is that she ran last time too, and she actually was very close to winning. And here's the weirdest part: like Denver, not at all, but where she is in Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs is 100% almost Republican. Period. Because that's where the Air Force base is. There's actually 3 Air Force, or the Air Force Academy is there. 3 Air Force bases, Cheyenne Mountain, which is where the president would go in an attack.
Well, I guarantee you, if she loses, it's going to be because of topic number 1. No, that shit's ridiculous. So, what does she think we're all going to do? Have windmills on the top of our car to drive around? Like, come on. Super simple.
I don't think it means windmills and wooden shoes, but
well,
wooden shoes, you'd lose me for sure. I'm done. Like, no, I'm not.
No, she on here it just says she wants all renewable energy and oil and gas developers to be held accountable for the environmental impact.
Which to me is she wants gas tax. She's not against it, but she wants big gas tax.
Which I mean, right there, that's a hard, as far as politically, that's a hard push because oil and gas control a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we've already, and that's what I'm saying.
That'd be a perfect question to ask her too. Say, well, you were a gig worker. You used your car. You had to put gas in your car on a regular basis. Well, that's what I'm saying. That'd be a perfect question. Like, well, do you have the $65,000 to go buy an electric car to do your gig work? Do you think all gig workers have that ability to pay $65,000 for an electric car to do gig work? That you want to get rid of gas and you want to charge, and if you're into making people and the gas tax, like Steve is saying, ain't that going to affect you as a gig worker? There's questions you could ask her right there that she'd be like,
oh, that's going to be one of them. Is absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, how do you see this playing out for the gig worker? Is my question.
Yeah.
Because none of us, I mean, with very few exceptions, none of us have Teslas.
Yeah, exactly. So
and the ones that do rent them.
Yeah.
Well, also
there's very few that I know that actually bought them.
Well, the other thing too is that up in Norway right now, I was just reading what they're charging. I know that their gas is way higher than most places too, but they're charging like ridiculous amounts for charging stations now. Ridiculous. Like up there with gas.
Because my thing is,
It's
if she's being a gig worker, the last thing she'd be wanting to do is gas stuff. Her thing should be loosening gas restrictions, to make it cheaper for us as gig workers to be able to drive and do our jobs. Because gas is so expensive right now, it's eating up half our profits. I would think that'd be the one thing she would be like, I want looser gas, taxes. I want looser, so the people that I represent, gig workers or whatever, are not feeling the pinch at the pump. Come on, man. I'll kill her, bro. I'll tell you, if I get out there, it's gonna be rough, dude.
yeah, just don't, man. As long as you don't swear at her, then obvious. Wait, I'm echoing.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough on her, bro.
I mean, as long as you're not swearing at her, though, mean, it should be rough on her, because it's going to be rough on her to run.
Yeah,
people aren't going to be easy on her.
Her website looks very cookie cutter from what all politicians run for, though.
But you're not. I don't think you're taking it down to the level of state.
Yeah,
state, House, and Senate's a lot different than.
All I know, I'm going to pull.
Flex, you got to
pull a Peter Deucer.
Am I still Roboto?
No, you got
Echo.
Echo. I'm going to pull a Peter Deucer on her, man. I'm telling you, I'm pull a Peter Deucer. She's going to be like, trying to go through her notebook. I'm like, I don't have this in my notebook.
Yeah, she might have an electric car, Roy. You never know.
Yeah,
well, see, that's what I'm saying.
But that would be worse if she did, because then it's like, now your platform, it makes sense to you. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And then it makes it so it's really selfish, dude. Like,
yeah. Well,
for me, this would work out, so I want to be elected. Like,
yeah, right. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna crush her, man. Hopefully,
man. I looked at her website, and like I already told you, I don't ever give away and luckily I'm an independent, so I can be very vanilla about it. But to be honest, like, I looked at her website, we just don't agree on a lot.
Yeah,
we just don't.
Yeah, she killed me.
It has nothing to do with direct political affiliation. I just don't agree with a lot of stuff. But I'm interested to hear what she has to say.
She got me with the climate thing right off the bat. That's just
Echo?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, you're good.
You gotta go get 25 crickets. $25.
And that's another thing why I brought up that, because everybody keeps bragging about how much money they're making all the time and how good of a dasher they are. Would you be that good of a dasher if you didn't have that program? Would you be making that same money? Would you be making that same money if you didn't have that program?
Yes.
How do you figure?
Because, but I mean, before that program, I had made money. It's all about.
Well, you made money, but were you making the extra money on top of what you're making with the large order?
See, here's what I notice a lot about people is they don't make extra money. Like say example, if your goal is $150 a day, but if you don't have any large order programs or pizza programs or anything like that, you make your $150 over whatever time frame. But if you do have those programs, let's say, you make it in 3 hours instead of 6 hours. Most people that hit $150 in 3 hours, they just go home. They don't stay out and make more.
But then again, you're still making more money than me. You're spending less in profits to be able to do it for 3 hours, where I got to do it for 6. That means more gas comes out of my pocket, more wear and tear on my vehicle.
You're trying to combine two things. That's not what you asked me. You asked me, without those programs, would I still make that money? And the answer is yes. That's what you asked, Roy.
But technically, you're not making more money. If you look at profit,
you're making the same money. You're making
the same money.
That's because
you're not making the same money. You're not making the same money. You're not making the same money.
Because people only tip so much, they're not gonna over tip.
The tips have nothing to do with it.
How does that? The money comes from people's tips, not DoorDash base pay of $2.50.
And you are making more money. You are making more money because
I'm making the same money in less time.
Your profit to expense ratio is going to be less if you can do it in 3 hours versus 6 hours. So technically, you're making more money. The $150 you make in 3 hours may cost you $30. The $150 I make in 6 hours cost me $50. So technically, yes, you are making more money because you made $20 more in profit than I did because I had to work longer. So yes, you are still making more money because your profit
Get an electric car,
to
Roy.
expense ratio. What?
Get an electric car.
But as you say, electric car, look at the comment I posted. You know, and we have a lot of truths in that too. You know, I think.
Well, what gets me
like,
just to
here's
say,
the thing. Here's the thing. Like my biggest thing is you can't compare two people, even if it's time frame, whatever. Because I'm gonna make more money if my car gets more miles per gallon than your car. Whether we could both work the same 6 hours, and if your car gets 10 miles to a gallon, mine gets 40, I'm going to make more. You going to then complain that you can't make the same amount of me because we don't have the same car?
No, but you be on a level playing field.
But we're not on a level playing field.
We're not all on a level playing field right now.
We won't ever be unless we all have the same cars.
Well, no.
or if we all in a large order program.
My thing is see, there we go, large order program.
Roy, how many miles a gallon does your car get?
My car gets about 22.
Okay, mine gets 40. So even if we both have the same large order program, work the same hours, I'm still going to make more.
Well, that's because you drive a partial electric car too, don't you?
No, mine's 100% gas, but I just get more miles to the gallon.
Oh, you drive something similar to a smart car, like a Chevy Bolt or something, don't you?
No, I got a Kia K5.
Is it similar to a Chevy Bolt?
No.
Or it's a small little car? Or
no, it's not. It's a mid-sized sedan. It's just it's got a lot of features in it that help the miles per gallon.
But at least if we have the same, we have that car issue. I have my car, you have your car. We're on a level playing field. Now when you have all these extra programs, that puts you beyond a level playing field. So not only are you gonna make more money on just car-to-car basis, but now you're getting the opportunity to make a lot more money than me, which isn't fair to me or other drivers because we don't have that ability to make that extra. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I just want to argue with you.
I know.
Because my car gets better gas mileage. I'm always going to make more than you.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to bring this new topic up so everybody can get it going.
Let's look at the more money. The way Gary's looking at it, though, look at
now
from terms of Curry.
Argue that credit scores are forcing you to not make as much money.
Wait a minute. But now it's like the Curry point, though. Like if I upgrade my SUV to a pickup truck, or if I upgrade to a trailer on the back, or anything like that, I can get way more money. So the more I'm willing to invest into my vehicle, the better pay I'll get too. Not Gary's pointing it out in mileage, but I'm pointing it out in like on an app where if you upgrade your car size, you can make more too. I mean, there's just.
But that's different. You're doing an upgrade to make the money. This is you did my thing is it puts us at an unfair advantage, or it puts the large order program puts other people at an unfair advantage toward regular drivers. Yours is a little bit different because you're upgrading to something. It's like Uber Black or Uber Comfort. You're upgrading to potentially make more money. Whereas on DoorDash, we're being held back because of a program that should be available to everybody, not just because there's nothing more special about his car or Flex's car than to my car that believe that he should be able to make $40 tips on certain orders that I can't get. That's not fair, versus you're upgrading for the potential to make more money.
I know. Me and Flex got nice cars.
There's no upgrading. there's no upgrading in DoorDash, that is necessary for everybody to be able to take large orders. That there's no upgrading necessary for that.
Flex has 3 nice cars.
I know Flex has more nice cars than me.
Yeah, my whip is sexy, man. My whip is sexy. Come on, man.
I did see the one video of Roy's car. He does keep it looking pretty nice, man. I can't remember. It was something you were doing. I can't remember what you were doing in the video.
Yeah, I think
you were going through what you had in the car or something.
Yeah.
Safety wise.
It's a sexy whip. But that's what I'm saying. So this is our new subject. I'm sure we'll get some arguments on it. So it's good. It's good. Got to bring some.
I know Roy might not fit in my car. He's tall.
Yeah. Shit, I smack my head on my own car. Like when I'm getting in, I smack the visor with my forehead and shit.
For some reason, I feel like Roy's dashboard's taking a beating.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I take my road rage out on my customers, as you heard the other night. Like that fucking bitch.
I told Gary about that before you came on.
That fat person, man, she pissed me off so bad.
We like Roy. He's part of the Cool Kids Club.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling him last night. I said, man, just go full Tourette's on him when you slip. Just lose it and then be like, sorry, Tourette's. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I'm surprised she didn't call, bro. I was waiting to get the phone call. Like, oh, here we go.
Oh, here you go, Tom.
Get the phone. Your driver called me a fat bitch.
You
No.
know, the next time that manager pulls you aside and says something that you don't like, that guy, you know, just say to him, listen, you know, I've never let this out. I don't want to make this a big deal, but I have Tourette's. All right. And if you make it a big deal, I'm going to have to contact my lawyer.
You know, that'd be a good idea, man. That's not a bad idea, actually. I can get away with that.
Yeah, because he cannot check. There's no way he can check.
But then they would say, well, what triggers your Tourette's? I'd say a non-tipper.
People don't. That's Tourette's. There is no answer for that, though. There is no answer for what triggers Tourette's.
Well, but then they would wonder, why is it only non-tippers that your Tourette's?
Say, I wish I knew. I wish I could control it, and then call them a bunch of names and be like, just kind of shake your head a little and call them a bunch of names.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. Yeah, some trigger. The word non-tipper or just seeing a non-tipper trigger.
Actually, it says here the most common triggers are stressful events, such as
Domino's
a family
pizza.
fight, poor performance at school, allergies, physical illness or fatigue, anger or excitement. So being pissed off at a non-tipper would count.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tony's in the house.
Yeah, Tony's driving back from the East Coast. How you doing, Tony?
What did he get? Like a huge ass Uber ride or something?
Yeah, $3,000 Uber.
But he did it independently, not on Uber.
Right.
Somebody didn't want to fly, so he drove from Colorado to Virginia for $3,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you even have enough charge for that?
There's plenty of superchargers. I'm actually on the way to one right now.
How was the
you've
client? Did anything weird happen?
No, they're just. It was a girl, and she was freaking weird, dude.
Well, it's okay. Tell us. Please tell us more.
Like, she slept the whole time, so I don't know what kind of, like, sedation. I think she's some sort of diabetic.
So she was dying, and you're just driving.
Comatose.
I had to make sure, like, I was checked back there to make sure, like, her blanket was moving when she was breathing. I was like,
yeah, I was gonna say that'd be kind of freaky to go drop her off. And why are you blue?
right, but she had a bunch of
cold to
candy.
the touch. Yeah.
She was asleep for like 25 hours.
Oh, she had a bunch of THC candy, man. She just knocked herself out.
I guess maybe I didn't look at. It was a bunch of M&Ms. The yellow box.
Well,
I
shit,
guess
She
you
probably
could've said-
shoved all her THC candy in the M&M's box.
It could have been WW instead of M&M. We didn't.
Well, I guess that would. I guess that's better than her talking 5 hours about how good your beard looks. Can you imagine that for 25 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, so how much was she awake for, and how long was the trip?
Dude, she was not awake. Like, most of the time I was on the stream yesterday, she was asleep, and I was on the stream like the whole day.
Or she was scared about the
serious.
things you were saying, and she was just keeping her eyes shut and going to her safe place.
Well, I mean, the good thing though is she couldn't 1-star him. So
Yeah.
did she pay you? Did you get the cash up front?
It's all. I've got it all in PayPal. So I mean, I had to pay like $90 in PayPal fees and stuff, but.
Crickets.
Well, record that trip though in case she tries to charge you back to PayPal.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't live stream that.
I am going to do a live stream for part of this drive home.
I don't see
while
why
I'm
you wouldn't
sleeping.
do the
I'm
whole
gonna
drive
do like
home.
a Hey Ho
I think you
Studio
gotta put yourself
style
there,
and
too.
do it while I'm asleep at the supercharger.
Taking
Hey,
nap.
but me and Tony actually agree on something about the whole program thing.
Yeah, I've been saying it on people's streams. Like, DoorDash says that we're independent contractors and we should be able, or we're able to negotiate our price by accepting and declining orders. But if that were the case, then why do we have different programs that limit our ability to accept or decline all order types?
Can I speak? The only one I'd agree with is the large order program. You know, get someone with a little bit of experience who has good customer satisfaction and
Oh
is
my
proven they're
goodness.
going to just drop and run on orders. That's the only one I'll agree with is the large orders.
But with that one,
It's like
even
applying for a
if
catering
that's true, well, if that's true, right? Then if I have those, like I have a 499, I have a 96% completion rate, and my on time is at whatever, and I did 100 orders. I'm still not receiving any large orders. You see what I'm saying?
Did you contact? Like, are you on a wait list or?
No, I'm not. They're supposedly fixing my account, but my point is, like, I did meet all those, and even if it were like a customer service thing, like you're saying, I should still like technically get access to it under what you think, right? Without them having the program, but like once I hit those minimum requirements, I should have access to it automatically.
But there should be no minimum requirements, in my opinion. If you're able to be, if DoorDash feels your customer service skills are good enough to be on the app itself, and they hire you to be on the app, then at that point you should be available for everything.
Yeah, I 100% agree with everybody. If you're on the app, you don't suck bad enough to have got deactivated yet.
That's how we get stolen catering orders. Trust me,
You
I
have
had that
access to
happen
all
twice.
orders.
Yeah, that happens to McDonald's orders.
Well,
so
if that's the case, then DoorDash should have a separate app for its catering program. Like, you have to sign a separate agreement for it.
That's basically what the drive program kind of used to be, and they got rid of that.
But it isn't
Instead,
anymore.
They made up random offers.
I mean, here's I think 200 lifetime deliveries. I think that's a little extreme because, I mean, me personally, there was no difference after 10 deliveries versus 200 deliveries. There just wasn't.
Other than you're pissed off.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that day one you should have access to those because you at least need to do at least 10 deliveries.
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Yeah. I'm
Brandon.
okay with that, but like, I've got 3,000 plus deliveries or whatever it is on my current DoorDash account.
Maybe they're doing that so they're trying to vet out maybe if somebody's a scammer or trying to scam the system, not gonna give them higher priority to as big as orders to like for somebody to steal them.
I think the only
goes with what
what
she said, right? With what Lisa said right here.
Right. I think the only thing that should matter is the completion rating. I think that's the only rating that should matter.
So your wife says my thing is, what about the dashers that steal food? You don't want those people stealing catering. I think she meant orders, not apps, but
right.
Yeah, but unless this ain't Minority Report, you just can't assume that. You can't assume that this ain't Minority Report. You can't try to punish people without actually doing the crime. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll face the consequences. You steal a catering order, you're going to face the consequences.
Well, that's why they're saying do 200 deliveries. We'll see how you do, and then we'll
okay.
do
it. But my 15 lifetime now is no different than your 10,000-15,000. I'm still awesome.
Boy, I agree. I 100% agree. There shouldn't be any of that stuff. You came into the platform.
Yes,
you do all the orders that are hitting your phone, which is orders that are $100 and over. Like you should be able to receive them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But we're not doing that. That's not how it works. There's these programs that deny certain dashers the ability to make more money than they're currently making. And that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair for you to have a large order program to make more money because
But the thing is, it's the momos that that create these programs, that create these apps, and they get to say what goes on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as we could see that it's, and they steal this and they take out money from the customer and they do this and they put it there and there. They're allowed to do that because it's their company. I know it's
Yeah,
fucking.
but see, then that goes against the whole rule about me being controlled as an independent contractor. You're
Correct.
controlling me at that. You're controlling me at that point.
Yeah, correct. They could control up to a point, and then we also got a certain control of certain things on the application. Not that we control what goes on behind it, but we all get to control the orders that come to our phone, whether to
But you
take
should.
them or not.
They shouldn't have the. They don't have the, or the. I should say, yeah, I'll say it. They don't have the. They don't have the right to dictate how much money I can make as an independent contractor based on what they feel that whatever stipulations they want to put. That's not fair. That's not right.
Yeah, agree.
So here's the thing, Roy. Do you think someone 2 miles to the restaurant should get the order before me that is 5 miles away? Shouldn't I have the same exact?
Of course.
Shouldn't I have though the same right to go make that same amount of money?
Well, that's based on DoorDash's own words. They say you are the best driver. If there's a driver 2 miles away, you're not the best driver. That's once again their manipulation bullshit. You're not the best driver. If there's somebody 2 miles away and you're 5 and they give it to you, that's
so
not
at that point, they're just trying to get somebody to fulfill the order. Anybody to fulfill the order. Anybody that's out there driving around not doing anything, they'll just take that. Will you take it or not? It goes on to the next.
Wait,
you're the best driver.
Here's a broad comment from Brandon. Everyone is controlled. Wait, on the apps or in everything in life?
Well, everything in life.
Everything in life.
Yeah.
So Flex, I agree with you. There is we wouldn't have stolen catering orders if they just didn't throw it to the available person when all their drivers are busy.
And in a perfect world, we wouldn't have stolen McDonald's orders, but it's going to happen. You can't, like I said, it's not Minority Report. We can't punish people for things that might be done in the future. You can't do that. So,
right, but I think like some of the restaurants have some flaws, whereas like if there's less of a chance of a catering order being stolen than a restaurant that has a shelf that they put everything on, because that's not even necessarily the dasher that stole it or the driver that stole it. That could be any random person that stole it. Whereas the catering orders are typically like even still being prepared when you get there, or if they're not, they're like behind the counter.
And that's like saying Flex can't. If Flex having 18,000 orders, does that mean that he won't steal a McDonald's order, but because I have 15, I'm going to be punished because I might steal an order? No. He could steal a McDonald's order just as easy as I can with 18,000 versus my 15 deliveries. So, yeah.
And if you steal that, you're fired.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how you would weed it out. You're going to weed it out just like anybody. It's just like Uber driving and Lyft driving. You don't know you have a bad driver until something happens. You can't predict the future. And
speaking of Uber, I definitely control them because they lose money on a weekly basis whenever I drive.
Because Tony was the teapot hacker. He's got the source code. He controls them now.
Oh, that dude got caught, by the way.
I know.
Because I only take surge, no ride.
And I told you he would get caught.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And he went into Rockstar Games too with the same same handle and everything that he hacked the other one. This guy must have just been showing some skills off. So when he gets out of jail, he's getting multi-million-dollar offers.
25 years from now.
But so it's a new topic we can all discuss. I'm sure it'll be heated, just like everything else. So it's all good.
I mean, Bud Soda, you just joined us a little bit ago. I hope that you are able to at 4 p.m. tomorrow be in the live stream because I got a politician gig worker who's running for the House here in Colorado, and I want some people with some questions in there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them if I'm
so
there.
Are you?
It depends
are you gonna actually? Are you gonna actually put me on screen?
I guess I'll see how that goes. I might not put anybody but her and me on screen, but I'm going to ask every question in the chat. I'm going to introduce her platform, then ask anybody can put questions up. I'll ask.
Well,
all of
I've
them.
noticed, Steve, and I'm not going to bust your balls too bad about it, but you kind of ignore your streams when you're doing interviews, so that's why I was asking.
Well,
I'm not going to bust your balls too much.
No, I understand.
Do you want me to come in the
right.
background and highlight the comments for you?
No, but sometimes too, some of those are pre-recorded, and when they're not, I am pretty focused on the person. But I'm going to go through her website. I'm going to know what I know. I'm going to go through it in the beginning, and then I'm going to turn the chat on where I see it the whole time.
So
I mean, I'm getting all mixed up, man, because for the TNC radio, these guys won't let me read chat.
Because he doesn't pay attention. He doesn't stay on topic. That's why. Like, it's a radio show. Even though you broadcast it to YouTube, it is a radio show.
So the first 15, 20 minutes, like, you're going to focus on just talking to her, then you'll just open it up. Does that sound like a
Yeah,
feasible
I mean,
thing to
probably
do?
even only 10. It's probably only, I mean, I'll intro her and I'll talk to her, and then I'll just kind of say, hey, I'll let her do it. And if she misses anything I read about it, I'll say, I also saw this, or this, but I'll just kind of let her. She should be able to pitch her platform pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
She's running for office. She should be able to pitch what she's for and against pretty quickly.
She's either going to pitch it or get pitchforked.
I say you.
Oh,
well, that's what I like. That's what I really like about this. She's the first gig worker to be running to actually have a shot at a seat here, and so I want gig workers in the chat asking her questions.
That
only makes sense.
Are you an employee mindset gig worker or a business mindset gig worker?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna roast her, bro. I'm gonna roast her, Tony. I'm telling you, bro.
She's
I'm
very
gonna roast
socialist,
her.
but
I'm
not
telling you.
union.
Steve's gonna be like, "You're out of here. You're killing
I
her."
don't know her, so it's a genuine question, but I have my doubts.
Yeah. So
Well,
Roy's
I
gonna
mean,
roast her. So.
But again, guys, I mean, here's my thing. I'm not bringing her on because I don't do
know.
trash people. You know me. I don't bring them on to trash them. But at the same time, she should be able to handle difficult questions. She's running for office,
especially if she's going to be a politician.
She's running for office. She should be able to handle difficult questions from the people that she is one of too. She is a gig worker right now.
Yeah.
No, but she's a full-time gig worker. That's her work.
Yeah.
So
whether or not we're in her district, she still represents us as gig workers. She better rep us well.
I already
if she
told.
Gets selected.
Yeah, Tony. I already told Steve I'm going to do a Peter Ducey on her. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta head out, guys. See you later.
All right, take care.
All right, Gary. Good to see you.
Yep.
So
I know I gotta go dash. This is cutting into my dash time. What time is it? Okay,
I know I'm cutting out here too. I'll go till the 18 minutes till the even 2 hour.
So
and then I'll start my own.
Yeah, then you guys, when this ends, you should go over to Tony's and just and even if like me, like I gotta take my mom's been visiting. I'm gonna take her home back to Boulder today, so I'll like leave it on Tony's stream. Just leave it on his live stream if you're doing nothing even, or if you're doing something on the side and you can get him his watch time hours. He went over the 1,000, so
I gotta go get
145 away.
I gotta go get cheated out of large orders right now, so I gotta go.
All right, Roy.
Roy, take care, man.
All right, guys,
I'll be bitter alongside you, man.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So we gotta start roasting these people on this. It's our new movement.
I got almost $50 bank
abolish all rewards programs.
Yeah, I got like a $48-something yesterday. That was nice. It's where it's where hardly anyone else to go there because it's outside the city, but it's like a really rich area. That guy always tips mucho. So he's a really nice guy too.
I forgot to like update all my roadie stuff so I can see if there's anything like that I can take from.
That's what I was just going to ask you. Hey, Tony, did you try? I know not Uber. Don't even try it. But did you try turning Lyft on?
Let me try.
Because there are states that still let it work.
I know when I was in Arizona, I was able to turn it on.
Exactly, dude. You couldn't, dude. I know people who, I know this happened years ago, but I know people not that long ago who were able to set destination filters of 2 states away.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going home, man. Like you should, I don't know.
Lift my way home. Let me set a destination.
I say, yeah, update your roadie and set your destination filter. This is what I do with Lisa. Is like try to find something to subsidize your way back, even if it's not $1 per mile. It's still something. Well, not that you care. Are you paying for the superchargers on the way? I know the one in your town's free, I guess.
I paid for them on the way here, but I'm only gonna do one supercharger because on the way back because there's no Electrify America between here and there. But then I'm gonna charge for free on the way home.
And the charging for free just means what? 5 times longer wait?
No, like maybe an extra 20 minutes per stop.
Oh, okay. Oh, but how long is that if you're empty?
Well, not per stop, I guess. Maybe an extra like 15% longer wait per stop.
Okay.
And how long does it take to
Yeah,
supercharge?
it won't let me turn on in Virginia. So I'll try it in West Virginia.
Update your roadie.
Yeah, when I get to this charger, I'm going to have to, because I have to update my license and take a picture.
What about Instacart? Will Instacart let you turn on? That junk should let you turn on anywhere at once.
Yeah, it's on my iPhone.
Yes, it does, actually.
But
turn that trash on.
I tried. Anything that was good was like in a city like Indianapolis where it's freaking bonkers, and I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing
right. I was thinking I could stop in and say hi to Pedro, but it's gonna be like right when he's doing his. Maybe I'll turn on DoorDash when he's doing his live order because that's about the time I'll be getting into St. Louis.
You'll be fighting against Tim for that order. Tim tried. Said he was going 90 up the highway.
I'll just ask him where is he gonna order from. I'll sit there and since I'm top dasher, I should get it.
Anyways,
see you later, Brandon.
Pedro got the same guy again, like the same Hispanic guy last time. But speaking of, this is Sunday Fun Day. Let's not just talk work.
Well, dude, I
can't wait till the beginning of October.
We can talk about at the very beginning. I said we can talk about Top Dasher or Scientology.
Do you want to get your channel shut down?
Steve, aren't those two isn't being Top Dasher part of a Scientologist program?
I don't know, but I better stop talking about Scientology. As it's been pointed out to me, they're going to be at my door in a minute. Like Jehovah's Witnesses going, dude.
Sorry, I had to make a joke.
You might have them all. You might have some LDS, some Jehovah's
Right. Do you have the whole collection of L. Ron
Masonic.
Hubbard, or do you need it? Because we've got it for you.
They're all spin-offs of that Mason thing, aren't they?
So
yeah, didn't the spaceship date already miss, man? Those books are worthless now. No, but to be for code to not get me in trouble on YouTube and stuff, we were calling it the Tom Cruise Club.
So anyway,
yeah,
I'm going to Super Dirt Week beginning October. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I could turn on Uber Eats only account.
Yeah, but then you're going to have the same problem. You're going to get trash orders, and you're going to have to drive around some city you don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, it almost seems better just to go home.
Maybe I could turn on Scuba.
Dude, just stop it.
You update Rodeo.
Just stop at the damn bus station, man, and pick out somebody. Go where a Denver bus is going, and like find somebody with nice clothes and say, "Dude, you want to pay $500 and have a ride?"
Are you trying to make it to St. Louis? All right.
Just go bus station to bus station, man. Pick out different people going to like Kansas City who you can tell are just like, God, I just don't want to be on this bus. Be like, would you rather be in a Tesla? You want an upgrade? Listen, Lisa's like, no, don't do that.
Anyways.
So listen to your wife. Don't listen to me, man. Don't do that. No. And she says, nope. No.
Anyways, what I was going to say. Stop. I got Super Dirt Week coming up beginning October here, and he's going to do every preliminary race, so at least has a chance at a provisional spot. Like, wins guaranteed provisional, but if you get so many points acclimated, you might get a provisional for the big show. So it's a 150 lap race at Oswego Speedway. They call it the Steel Palace because all the bleachers are steel. Trust me, they're not very comfortable. Well, I love that culture. I love the dirt culture. A little play in your beer never hurt anyone.
So are you part of it or you're a spectator?
Yeah, I'm gonna be helping them. Just me, I'm doing the basic BS work. Forking lug nuts and changing out wheels, checking the tire pressures, wiping down the car, waxing it.
But that's something you enjoy doing.
Yeah, just look up dirt modifieds, like the big blocks and the 358, Sport 358. Well, technically 316 because it's the W16 engine, but it's a lot of fun, and I love the smell. The smell of PM2 never gets old.
Hey Tony, we're like 9 minutes out from me closing this down, but I didn't ask you. How did you get the passenger?
They ordered me on Lyft Lux, and then they called me and explained the situation.
So Lyft Lux was going to let you drive to Virginia?
No, she said that the furthest it would let her go was Lyman.
Okay. So then she said what?
It showed up as like a 45 plus for me from Castle Rock, so I thought it would be like going to the airport or something.
Sure. But she called you before she was even in the car.
Yeah, she called me when I, maybe 2 minutes after I accepted it. Because she texted me and I didn't respond, and then she called me.
And she just said, I'm scared of flying. Can you take me to Virginia? And you had never met her, and you're like, cool.
What, are they afraid of airplanes?
I don't know exactly. She's weird, dude. She's a weird person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Lisa's in here going, nope. I want my husband back in one piece, please. But it seems pretty sketchy what you did in the first place.
Right. At first, I thought she was trying to get back to, like, her parents or something. But her parents were the ones sending her. I think maybe I dropped her off at her, like, boyfriend or husband's place or something. I don't know. It was a really nice place.
Well, I'm sure if she paid you $3,000 to drive her home.
Yeah. I was like, man, maybe I should have said $5,000.
They could have purchased a shit car for that money to drive home.
Yeah. But I was going to say, I don't want to say this because I don't want to cause any problems, but I mean, like, it's not like you'd be taking her to the ghetto. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the ghetto was down the road, I guess. But yeah, it was definitely a giant property. It was like at least 15 acres.
Yeah, that was an inside joke, by the way.
Yeah.
That now I think is just hilarious because it just is.
Yo, I'm gonna hop out. My thing is overheating and it's acting up funny.
All right, Flux. Have a good one,
Flux. I'll jump in your stream later.
All righty.
So Tony, you're gonna start a stream when I stop this one.
Yes.
And you should just run it till you get home.
Yeah.
I mean, if at 12 hours, whatever, you'll have to reset. But I mean, like, just do it, dude. You should get. I mean, if everybody jumps on for even little bits, it should get you pretty close on your watch time hours.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So just guys, even if you're doing yard work or something, you're not using your phone, leave it on Tony's stream. Help him out. Help him get to the 4,000.
If you don't want to be live with me, just put it on one of my playlists.
Right, but I'm saying,
the Ride Along playlist has a lot of long videos in it.
Right, that's but because I'm saying, like, if you have a couple hours where you're going to be doing something else, you're at home, you're not doing gig work. If you have even if you have an iPad or a whatever tablet, computer, whatever you got, just leave it on for a little bit to help them out.
Gary went through all of my playlists in like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
He probably watched him at 2 times speed and was
Only
jumping
gave me half
around.
credit.
Yeah.
No, he had it running in the background for a couple days, I guess. He said that I think he said the ride along stream at the time was the longest, but this Top Dasher one might be starting to get longer. I don't know if I'm breaking up at all, but I'm going through a little bit of baby mountains over here.
Well, yeah, I'm wrapping it up here. Did Bud Soda disappear or is he doing something? I normally notice when he leaves.
Yeah, he like slid out right when Flex was saying that he's gonna drop out. So
that's who it is. It was Holly. Holly, is your birthday today? So so Hannibal's is today. Okay, Gary said it was yesterday, but
well, that's because Pedro said happy birthday to Hannibal yesterday on his live stream.
But I heard Hannibal say he has the same birthday as Holly.
Maybe it was like because of the time of day. Maybe it was already his birthday at that time.
Well, no. See, look, she's saying right here, yes, Hannibal and I have the same birthday. And up here, she said, I was going to go live today for my B-Day, but she's feeling a little bit down today. But so we hope you feel better, obviously, Holly. But happy birthday, by the way. But so it's both their birthdays today.
Maybe in New York
because it was late.
Already past midnight.
Okay. So yeah, so everybody give Hannibal a happy birthday. I doubt he's still in here or listening, but he might be walking dogs listening. You never know.
Bro,
I'm
I had
obviously
no
gonna give
weather on the way out here, and now I'm like starting off with a bunch of rain.
Yeah.
You're still in Virginia.
Yeah, you're still in Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's today. Okay, that's good because I remember I think I even marked, I just can't see it from here on the calendar, and that's why when they said yesterday was Hannibal's birthday, I was like, no, it's not. And I think it was Gary that said, yeah, it was. So but happy birthday, Holly. Snap out of your bad mood. Come on. Get out and move your arms and go play fake Tourette's on somebody.
Let's see if I can get this catering order back.
There he is. You snuck out right when Flex was leaving.
I just waited like 45 minutes for a $20 order. They were missing all the dry stuff from one of the orders. I was like, what? Don't mark these things as ready if they're not. It's like, how do these things just go missing? I could have shopped it faster myself. I should have just asked them.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I prefer Spark to get the shopping delivered, because like if I get an 8-item Spark, it's way better than getting, like, at least where I'm at, the express deliveries, they're never ready for like an hour.
Yeah, someone grab that.
But if they would just send that express to me as a shop, I could get that done in like 20 minutes from acceptance to drop off.
When that happens, it kind of makes you feel like
I think it is TikTok. Huh?
You guys, because of all that's happened this week, I want to leave with some. I will come back and say bye, but this is a 50-second video, and then I'm going to come back. I'll say goodbye because we are hitting the end of the time. I want everybody to hear this message. I've had it on here for a while. I used it once before, and it's a good, positive message, I think, for this week especially.
Like, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that help. That's what we're all here to help each other. Should be, not to try to knock each other or bash each other or. Be nice. It's simple and easy. And if you can't be nice, it's most of you've heard the old saying, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. That still stands true. If you can't be nice, just don't say nothing. But always be willing to listen to what people are saying. Don't be afraid to change. There you go. Because you might learn something by making a change, by listening to somebody else, even though it's a different way of doing something that you're doing. Be open-minded and listen.
So, words of wisdom from Brandon.
He is such a great guy.
You guys have Tony, be a safe ride home. Bud Soda, I don't know if the rain I'm hearing is from Tony or you, but you guys be safe out there working. And yeah, have a good Sunday, you guys. Be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Please join us tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, as we talk with a woman running for House of Representatives in Colorado who is a gig worker, and we will understand where she stands on all of this, and you can ask anything you want. So we'll see you back tomorrow or later in the week. Peace, you guys.
Take care, everybody.
Well,